evening and welcome to our fiscal year 21 cohort 3 graduation. May be seated. I'd like to welcome all of our family and guests that are here this evening on behalf of our executive director and our board of directors and our staff. We couldn't thank you enough for supporting this program to help these wonderful students take the next step to their future. I'd like to welcome two of our board members this evening, Dee and Jim Fernandez. I'd also like to welcome several of our Project Self-Sufficiency staff this evening. And most of all, I'd like to welcome our youth corps staff who we couldn't run this program without. Standing behind you, we have Matt, our program coordinator, Lorraine, Kathleen, Elaine, who are our outstanding teachers, Elena and Julia, who do everything, and so that you can imagine. And to the left, we have who we're here for tonight. 11 students who stood in front of us 16 weeks ago not knowing what they were going to be faced with. Some of you are unsure. Some of you didn't know what was next. Some of you said, I'll try it. But here we are. 16 weeks later, standing on this beautiful sunny day, celebrating your diplomas, your community service, your college, your careers, mountains that you have moved, and we couldn't be more proud of you. All of you overcame more than we could even stand up here and explain this evening. This program wouldn't be the best it could be without the effort, dedication, and support that you put in and day out. Whether you were mulching, gardening, struggling through a math question, getting told to turn your camera on Zoom, getting told to turn your camera off ceiling, writing essays, going over to the college, whatever it was, you stood up and came back and said, I can. After tonight, we want you to continue that. Tonight isn't the end of your journey, tonight is the beginning of the next step. We want to be sure that you know that we are here to support you, and no matter what the next steps are, but we will count on you to say, I can, no matter what you're faced with after you score. You'll embed that spirit and say, I did, I can, and I will. We really appreciate you spending the last 16 weeks with us. We know all of you will stick around. And we couldn't, again, thank you enough for your dedication and commitment to yourself, to the program, and to your future. So thank you. I'd now like to introduce Matthew Burke, who is our program coordinator.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here today. I always like to start off by thanking you guys out here in the crowd, the designated support people, parents, family members of the core members that we have here today, because without your support, without those phone calls, without teaming up with New Jersey Youth Corps staff to help motivate these kids, we wouldn't be standing here today. So thank you guys. One perk about being the coordinator is I got the chance to interview each and every one of these graduates this evening. And it is an absolute pleasure to watch their growth over the course of such a short time span, 16 weeks. But they all started out a little bit quiet, a little bit reserved, and really not having much direction on where they wanted to go. I'm happy to say that they have grown into leaders. They've demonstrated a hard work ethic. We have diplomas that we achieved. We have jobs that we have achieved. Many of them are going on to community college, trade schools. So that growth truly shows through their hard work. So I want to congratulate you guys and thank you for all your hard work during not only a difficult time during the pandemic, but a difficult schedule running between remote and in-person. You guys did a wonderful job, and I want to give you guys a round of applause. So for the next segment, We have two core members that are going to deliver speeches. The first one I want to call up here is Connor.
Good morning, everybody. I want to thank everybody for attending tonight's ceremony. My name is Connor Kroniak, and if you were to ask me 2 years ago if I was going to graduate high school, I would have told you no. About 3 years ago, I figured out I failed my freshman year of high school due to having too many absences. I skipped school every other day, having a list of write-ups and a solid background of getting in trouble. Fast forward to my second freshman year, I was frustrated but motivated towards trying to get back on track. But then, just as it seems I'm doing my best and might be able to pass the year, a worldwide pandemic happens, leaving students abandoned trying their best online to learn. After months of struggling and trying to deal with online school, I'm told once again that I will not pass my second freshman year. I was angry and upset at the world, but with attending summer school, I was able to pass my freshman year, now entering my sophomore year. My school district was still operating virtually, so online classes. Then I found out about a New Jersey Youth Corps program. It seemed too good to be true, with the opportunity that piqued my interest after a fellow student introduced me to it. I finally saw the light at the end of the tunnel. With this program, I was able to achieve 16 weeks what most people take 4 years to achieve. I was able to open my eyes to my future and realize that I can put my mind to whatever I want and know I can achieve it. Between those several years where I was struggling in public school, I had been getting myself in and out of trouble, and I was hurting myself and others around me. But now I know I can learn from my past, and with the help of Project Self-Sufficiency and the Youth Corps program. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Connor. The next core member I'd like to invite up here to deliver a speech is Lily.
Hi everyone, my name is Lily Lemoncelli, and on behalf of the entire graduating class, I would like to thank you all for coming to this wonderful night. I would also like to thank the entirety of the PSS staff for giving us all the opportunity to graduate. A year ago today, I would be telling you I had no chance to graduate, and now I'm standing here with all of my peers starting this new chapter in our lives. I'm so proud of us all. Compared to high school, this program benefited me more because of the individual services it provided. My favorite part of Youth Corps was definitely the community service, especially going off campus. It felt nice to be able to help the community. I also enjoyed playing marigolds with my group and having a blast. Another part of the Youth Corps that was great was the way we learned. We learned in ways that were fun and easy. Learning this way helped me pass all my tests. I want to thank all of the staff and volunteers for helping me over the past 16 weeks. Going to New Jersey Youth Corps was the best decision I've ever made. I am so happy to say that I'm going to Sussex County Community College to study psychology. This would have never happened if it wasn't for their help. Thank you.
Thank you, Lily and Connor. Those are just two of our total of 12 stories this evening, and we always say, you all are our heroes. We're now going to move into the most exciting part of the evening, is awarding our achievements. When we award our achievements tonight, you'll get to hear what the students are moving on to. You'll also hear that students have obtained their diploma, and you'll also hear their next steps. As we invite you up, we will say your name, we will talk about you. Please feel free to cheer them on. You'll come up, we'll take your photo, and then you'll go back to your seat. All right, Matt, Elena, and Julia?
Thank you. Also, too, out there, if anyone's in the vehicles, feel free to honk the horn, cheer real loud. I'm going to ask everyone, after we read the little blurb and they start walking up, that's when we let the cheers in, okay? The first student I'm calling up here today is Michael Hallaton. Mike came into the program at a standstill in regards to completing his high school education. With the right support and finding the right personal motivation, he excelled with his academics and passed all his high-set exams with flying colors. Mike was also one of the most dependable and hardest working service members. He is graduating today with his diploma and plans to attend trade school to become an electrician. Congratulations, Michael. Dawson Picciano. Dawson was homeschooled the majority of his life and was newer to the in-person learning environment. From the start, his hard work ethic was on full display. He got adjusted to the virtual and in-person programming very easily and excelled with his academics and his service. Dawson was indeed the hardest working core member in regards to community service. He was always dependable and eager to help. Dawson is graduating today and is continuing to work with New Jersey Youth Corps staff to finish his final HiSET test to obtain his diploma. In the fall, Dawson will continue his education at the County College of Morris. Congratulations. Next is Rodman Osario, aka Junior. Junior is a determined and resilient young man. He came into this program with many barriers in his life and in his way for obtaining his educational goals. Junior worked hard in the classroom academically and especially with his service. He often was a crew leader on community service projects and was always dependable. He was able to obtain employment and balance schooling at the same time. He'll be continuing his education at the County College of Morris in the field of nursing with a goal of becoming a certified nursing assistant. Congratulations. Next, Dominic Goncalves. Dom is one of the most compassionate and caring individuals. Every day, Dom made it a point to check in with staff on how them and their families are doing. At times, Dom struggled to maintain focus in the classroom. However, with his outside-of-the-box thinking, he was able to blend his artistic passion into his academics, which helped him focus and learn easier. Dom is graduating today with his diploma and will be continuing his education at the County College of Morris for electrical engineering. Thank you. Next is Lily. Lily has one of the best personalities and sense of humor when you get to know her. Lily overcame many obstacles and personal struggles to be graduating here today. She is kind, caring, and resilient. On our community service trip to Blue Mountain Day Camp, Lily's passion for helping others, especially children, shined through. Following the visit to the camp, she applied and was hired to be a full-time summer camp counselor and is starting next week. She hopes to gain experience as she will continue her education at Sussex County Community College in the field of psychology. The next student is Connor Kroniak. This reference might be for the older generation. When Connor first came into the program, he reminded me of Patrick Swayze in the movie Point Break. He was a fearless and carefree surfer from North Carolina. Connor was determined to not let his past mistakes define who he was. Connor maintained his attendance, excelled at academics, and was considered the leader of the current cohort. He promoted positivity among his peers and always demonstrated a positive attitude in and outside of the classroom. Connor is graduating today with plans to explore trade schools to continue his education. I would now like to introduce Julia.
Congratulations, guys. I'm so proud of you. I remember looking at you at week 8 and I was like, it's gonna fly. And you were like, no. But it did. You guys did it. We did so much community service. You were such hard workers. You overcame so many different challenges that come with hybrid learning. You have to listen to me say turn the camera on a lot. But I'm so proud of you guys. You'll do great things. So Stephen Lopez will be my first person. Stephen Lopez is a thoughtful, easygoing, and dedicated person. He has worked extremely hard these last 16 years. He overcame any challenges that came his way and has worked hard both in preparation for his HiSET exams and during community service projects.
Stephen never gave up and always did it with a smile on his face. Today, Stephen graduates having achieved his high school diploma. He will be moving to Miami in the next few weeks and plans to attend school for computers. We wish him the best of luck. Stephen, you will do great things. Congratulations. Oh, Grace. Grace Castaldi, Snuffy, is fun-loving and friendly. Throughout the course of the last 16 weeks, Grace has worked hard in both academics and community service. Grace is working on finishing her testing and achieving her high school diploma. She plans on attending community college to study to become an ultrasound technician. Congratulations, Grace, and good luck. You'll do amazing things. Austin Birmingham is driven and a goal-oriented person. His drive and commitment were visible in all the academics and service projects that Austin did. We are so proud of his hard work and dedication and look forward to seeing great things that you will do in the future. Austin graduates today having achieved his high school diploma, and he plans on attending technical trade school to pursue a career in welding. Congratulations, Austin. We wish you all the best.
Hi everyone, my name's Elena. I'm sure I've spoken to a lot of you guys on the phone, but I just wanted to thank you for coming out here tonight. To celebrate this guys' great work, as a whole collective group, they were outstanding. I don't know if you guys noticed all the marigolds planted when you guys drove in, but this was one of the many service projects they had to do, and it wasn't an easy thing we asked of them as they continue all throughout the project, but that's just the type of group that they were. So this is what makes this program worth it. As a staff person, being able to stand here tonight and celebrate all of their accomplishments in 16 weeks, which isn't easy, and I'm very, very proud of you guys. So the last three students I would just like to acknowledge. The first one is Echo Lindblad. Echo is resilient, artistic, and compassionate. Echo demonstrated the true definition of perseverance as she navigated many barriers and overcame many obstacles to achieve her desired goals. She advocated for herself when needed and utilized all of the program's tutoring services. Echo has passed all 5 of her high-set tests and is graduating tonight with earning her high school diploma. Echo's next step goal is to seek local employment, and her future career goal is to become a tattoo artist. Congratulations, Echo. The next student is Christian Miller, who is also known as our mullet man of the group. Christian is a respectful and hardworking individual. His dedication to the program was not only evident on the fact that he did not miss one day of program for the whole 16 weeks, but with his drive he had in the classroom towards ensuring preparing himself as much as he could for his tests. No matter what was asked of him, Christian always got the task done. I am so proud of Christian for earning his diploma, and I know you will accomplish great things. Christian's next step goals are to seek employment and to work on getting his driver's permit and eventually enlist in the military. Congratulations, Christian. Our last graduate, unfortunately, was not able to attend tonight's ceremony, but I would definitely still like to acknowledge him. So Steve Oliveira is witty, comical, and outgoing. There was never a dull moment when working with Steve-O, and he always managed to make us laugh. Steve showed great time management skills by balancing his time between the program and his part-time job. Steve-O is graduating tonight with his high school diploma, and staff is very proud of him. Steve is interested in attending a trade school towards learning the skills needed to become an electrician. If everyone could just give a round of applause for Steve. Before we move into our awards part of the ceremony, if we all could just give one final big round of my time with the Youth Corps program. This one is going to always stand a part of my in a special place. Not only did you guys work great together, but to try to do that during a pandemic, it's not easy what we asked of you guys. So there was a few of them that kind of went above and beyond in some areas of the program, and we would just like to acknowledge some of those students for all of their hard work. So the first award that we would like to acknowledge is called our Class Conqueror Award. The Class Conqueror Award goes to a course member who, despite all odds, managed to keep her focus on the program and finish strong. Even on her worst days, Echo Lindblad advocated for herself and always found a way to maintain her energetic personality. Her strength is something that I admire most about her. No matter what life throws your way, remember to stay humble and rely on your support systems. Congratulations, Echo. Our second award is our hardest working service. This is something we'd like to acknowledge both at our halfway ceremony and tonight at graduation. This was a really tough one just because service was definitely an area of the program that a lot of you guys really stood out in. But for the second half of the program, this award is to recognize the corps member that was always there to lend a helping hand, one who wasn't afraid to get dirty, take charge, and who has proven to be the go-to on service days. This corps member who has earned this award is one who always works hard, whose attention to detail is admirable, and was Dick's right-hand man. No matter what that task was, he always got the job done. Connor Kroniak, congratulations on being our hardest service worker. And the last one I'm going to be presenting is always my favorite one just because it doesn't happen that often here at our program, but it's our Perfect Attendance Award. I think we all know who it goes to, but this award is always a special one, like I said, to give out. This student maintained perfect attendance since his start date in March and did not miss one class, even on Zoom, over 16 consecutive weeks. Christian Miller made it his mission to maintain perfect attendance, and during the world of Zoom, that is not an easy task. This is a huge accomplishment, and we are also very proud of you. For a second time this cohort, since he earned it at the Midway celebration as well, Christian, congratulations.
Hi again. So I'm going to do 3 other awards. So the All-Star Award. Our group All-Star is an individual who embodies all of the characteristics we look for in a course member. He's not only hardworking in both academics and service, but he is a team player and a caring friend and a strong and driven individual. Throughout his time at Youth Corps, Dawson Cristiano, sorry for saying that wrong, developed a sense of self-confidence and formed positive, supportive relationships with his peers and staff. He's the only student in the history of the program to commit himself to joining on Zoom while on vacation. We are very proud of everything that Dawson has accomplished. Congratulations, Dawson. The Perseverance Award. This award acknowledges a corps member that remained humble throughout her youth corps journey. This individual presented herself in a quiet and reserved demeanor throughout the first half of the program, but has come out of her shell and become more engaged and interactive with her peers. Lily Limoncelli committed herself to finish strong and work through all of that was asked of her. Lily has achieved so much over these past 16 weeks, and we're so proud of you. Congratulations, Lily, on winning the Perseverance Award. All right, my last award is our hardest working academic award. Our hardest academic worker award is one we give to a course member that thinks brilliantly, always stayed focused during classes, and was motivated to learn all they could do during their time at Youth Corps. Michael Halliton is that student. He's a logical thinker who took his time to make sure he had a firm grasp of all subject matters. Mike pushed himself every day to his fullest, and as a result passed all of the high-set tests with college-ready scores. Congratulations, Mike.
close our ceremony this evening, we could not get this far without thanking our teachers behind the students on Zoom, behind masks, in classrooms, outside, under awnings, whatever it was, they were up for it. And so tonight I'd like to have all of our staff from Youth Corps come forward, please. Doreen, Kathleen, Elaine. Elena, come on up. All the way up. All the way up. We really need to see it. I'd also like to say that we're missing a crew of our teachers who couldn't be here this evening. But our teachers are also volunteers, some of them, and they give their time day in and day out, no matter what it is, whether we say, come in today, please, or we need you again tomorrow because somebody really needs help with math. They do it because they care about these students, and I just want to thank them all and give them a huge round of applause. We're also going through a little transition of our own as Youth Corps. And this is Elena's last graduation with us, who has been with us almost from the start of Youth Corps. Elena has brought not only these students, but probably about 12 other groups of these students to this point. We're really, really going to miss her, but we can't thank her enough for her dedication, and all of her hard work that she's brought to this program day in and day out. Elena actually started with us as an intern pre-Youth Corps in the Career Center, and we were so happy when she came back to us and joined our Youth Corps team. But we're also very excited for her next chapter as she's moving out of state. She's going to begin a next journey, but she's only going to be a phone call away. So we'd like to really send an extra thank you to Elena this evening. We did make her a special sports Youth Corps shirt since she's a big basketball fan this evening. And Matt is also going to be transitioning here at PSS still into a new program with PSS. So we're really excited for Matt to transition into another program, but we'll definitely be missing him in Youth Corps. Thank you, Matt. No one else is going anywhere. Before I introduce Haley, who is another supervisor who has really supported this program day in and day out, let's give one more round of applause for our teachers and our students this year. Thank you. Haley?
Congratulations to our graduates once again. This is a major milestone and we are so proud of you. I sat here just yesterday as we said farewell to our preschoolers who are embarking on their new journey, just as you are. During that time, I thought three things. One, these students are absolutely amazing. They have overcome many barriers and are still here today to celebrate. Two, I cannot wait to see what the future holds for them. And three, this is not the end, it's only the beginning. As I stand here tonight, these thoughts come flooding back. Your accomplishments and dedication to your education is admirable. You are all an inspiration to everyone sitting here tonight. PSS will always be a resource for you and your families, providing programs and services that can help you with your next steps. Please remember that we are only a phone call away. On behalf of the Project Self-Sufficiency Board of Directors, Executive Director, and staff, we wish you the very best of luck in your next chapter. This concludes our ceremony. Thank you all so much for joining us. We would love to get a picture, our famous stroke cap picture under the posters here.
So we're going to have all of you guys grouped together here, and then I'm going to count and we'll do a cap box. It's a really good photo. You guys want to come up front?
my favorite part.